So here we are, episode 50, and we just came from Witch Witch. I mean, what better time to talk about how we got here than episode 50? 50 episodes. The goal was to do one a week. We're a little behind, but we're not too far behind on that. And we've been keeping it up at the one a week for some time now. Proud to say that as well. But how did we get here? You know, last week I was on vacation, and I started talking to a 17-year-old girl. I think her name was Katie or Caitlin, something like that. I don't know her. Kind of funny how we met, but the moral of the story was I mentioned to her that I'm an attorney, a lawyer, I have a vlog and an Instagram page, things like that, and her reaction was like, why? And then commonly when I talk to anybody and I tell them that I have a YouTube or an Instagram, their reaction is why. And of course for me, my answer right away before I even think about it is like, well, why not? I mean, there's really two answers to this question. The first is, instead of saying why, say why not. I mean, let's just do it. Let's go for it. Let's do it. And the second is, because I can. I mean, the reality is people think they're busy. They think they have too many things on their plate, but you could probably do more than you're doing. And I guess I'm kind of proving that. I have a family to take care of. I got a business to run. I got clients to tend to. And I still make time to film a weekly vlog like this. I mean, I guess you do the filming. I do the, I don't know what you call this part. But the reality is that why not? Why not do it? And because I can. Like, I enjoy doing these, and it gives me a way to release some of the lighter side of being an attorney, or maybe just the lighter side of who I am. And so we showcase that on Unbillable. Instead of asking people why they're doing it, ask yourself why you're not. Maybe there the question will have its own answer. So, how Unbillable started. I mean, in high school, I was like the pep rally guy. Kind of funny, I went to a big high school. It still comes up from time to time. But being a lawyer, you know, it's kind of a stiff man's game, if you know what I mean. A lot of stiff people and people trying to be like overly serious about everything. Even when there's things that aren't to be serious about. So I decided that when I had my own law practice and really got it rolling, it was time to kind of be myself, add a little personality. I use the hashtag lawyer with personality, and Unbillable kind of just fits with that. I wanted to tear down the formalities, and what better way to do that than to launch a vlog showcasing, you know, the real person, the person I am behind the law practice. That's basically where Unbillable started from, and the motivation for it kind of derives from the same thing. A desire to make people like lawyers, love their lawyer again, if you will. So with that, we launched Unbillable. What drives me to kind of keep doing the vlog and building on something great, making the law practice even better, what drives me, I mean, for me, I'm driven from within. I mean, I want to make myself the best person I can be every single day. Might sound cheesy, but it's the truth. I want to be the best person, the best lawyer, the best friend, the best everything that I can be on a day-to-day basis. I mean, the reality is we all have parents, and we all want to kind of do better than our parents did. I think universally, everybody agrees you want to do better than your parents did. I'm no different. Now for me, my parents set the bar incredibly high. Chances are I won't be able to do better than them, but it doesn't stop me from trying. It doesn't stop me from giving my all. See, the reality is I'm not driven by any of these outside things. I'm driven from within, and that's what keeps me going every single day. So this is probably the most difficult question for me to answer as far as like who inspires me. I mean, what do I find inspiring? The reality is, as a kid, I loved people that could like command attention in the room. People like magicians, like a David Copperfield, or maybe like a Penn and Teller. The way they could just have everybody riveted and just shock you. No matter how much you're paying attention, you still get your mind blown every time. And as I got older, it kind of shifted to comedians. People like Jerry Seinfeld, that like the moment they take the stage, everybody's cheering. I mean, you just know you're in for a great night when you go see someone like Dave Chappelle or Jerry Seinfeld or Chris Tucker. I mean, there's a lot of comedians out there that really take command of the stage and really own it and own the audience. A lot of that stuff's pretty distant for me though. The person closest to me that inspires me without question has got to be my mother. I mean, my mom and dad both are immigrants who came to this country with, you know, not very much, if you will, built up their education and were able to make something great of their lives to really make things better for me, and I have a sister, so to make things better for her too. So the reality is, I mean, I really think it's my mom probably more than anyone else that I find inspiring. My mom's a physician, a doctor, an OBGYN. She delivers babies. And I mean, that's just an outstanding profession, I would imagine, because that moment in time in your life where you're having a child is just something probably incomparable to anything else. And my mom, as a doctor, as an OBGYN, like a lot of OBGYNs out there, plays a major part in that. And it's always been incredible to me to see the love showered on my mother and showered on my family, really, from patients and people that she's helped. I mean, that's a lot of what inspires me to really help other people. I mean, I consider myself as a lawyer, a problem solver more than anything else. It's not about arguing. It's about fixing people's problems. And I think I get that from my mom. I mean, just the reality is she's worked so hard and set such a great example for me that it makes everything I'm doing small in comparison. And I'm okay saying that. I mean, the idea that sometimes you're not gonna be able to do better than your parents, like I said before, isn't always a bad thing. I mean, the shadow sometimes is so big that rather than being worried about the shadow, you should be honored to be in the shadow. And so that's kind of how I look at it. My mom's an incredible person. She's inspired me to do a number of outstanding things. And quite frankly, she's a lot of the reason we still do this vlog here. The day that I was considering doing this was Mother's Day 2017. And I came here and I talked to my mom about things that were going on in her life. And before I could even get to the part about I have this vlog idea and I'm scared to post things, she told me stories about what's going on with her and my father and my dad's health, which isn't very good right now, but it made me have a better perspective. It gave me a better viewpoint on what I was worried about. And so, I mean, even to this day, I just got back from vacation. When I got back, obviously it's like you want to go right back to work, you want to go right back to catching up on anything and everything that you left behind. And who's that person that told me just to chill, take it easy, don't waste all that time you spent relaxing and recharging right away when you got back? It's my mom. So no matter how little or how big I am, not in size and age, it's still your mom and dad who play that important part, at least it is for me. And so with that, who inspires me? A bunch of outstanding people who I've never had the joy of meeting, and my mom, dad, and sister.